I was one of the lucky few journalists who actually could say I helped start a newspaper.
Richard Benedetto is a professor in the College of Arts and Sciences and School of Communications at American University. A familiar face around campus, many are unaware of his contributions. He is a founding member of the national newspaper, USA Today.
There was a competition. Everybody had to come up, the reporters had to come up with a story idea and then develop it with an editor and then write this story.
He was then selected to write the first cover story for the first edition.
I had triplet daughters who were 3 years old at the time, and they used to come to meet me at the airport on Friday nights, and for some reason they thought I lived in the airport. They said, "Do you live in the airport?"
With young children at home, he made the commute from D.C. back home to Albany every weekend for 9 months.
On the first night when we launched the paper, and we sat out there, we had champagne in the newsroom, and we're standing around and they're saying, well, now that the paper is printed, what if nobody buys it? Because we didn't know if it would go, and it did fly, but we didn't know at the time. So the fact that you had a chance to play a role in starting this newspaper.
As a White House correspondent for Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush, Benedetto was able to become close with many of them.
I've traveled all over the world with presidents. I always like to say I've been everywhere and seen nothing, because you just go in and out of all these places. You never stay for 2 or 3 or 4 days. Cover the presidents, meet them as people, get to know them, and it's a great satisfaction. It's also a great responsibility.
Still contributing to many news outlets, he has a second book in the works.
The other column of human interest columns that I wrote in 1974 to 76. But surprisingly, when you read those columns, they're relevant today. They don't look like they're old-fashioned at all. Stories are fun to write, and they celebrate people. If I were to start all over again, I'd still want to be a reporter. I'd still want to go out and do reporting, but I would be doing it entirely different from what they're doing it today. So maybe there wouldn't be a job for me, I don't know.
For COM 432, I'm Christina Vassallo.